Hi, welcome. And Archangel Raphael is going to come through me and speak according to who's listening. So, who's listening in this moment and who will be listening afterwards. Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, my name's Jabeen and I'm a channel of Archangel Raphael. As Raphael comes through, he also overshadows the people listening as well. So the same messages that he communicates through me in words, he'll be giving people in energy as well as doing clearings and adjustments in their energy field. Yeah, going to let Archangel Raphael come through now. I would like you to know that I am speaking on behalf of many other angelic messengers, and I am not trying to in any way be the one who is saying the most. What I would like you to know is that I am communicating on behalf of many other beings. So, in this way, the messages that are given are a combination of my own messages and also of other higher beings. I am Archangel Raphael, and what I see is many things. However, there are other angels and higher beings who see slightly different things. They see the same thing, but with different eyes. So they have their pieces of information to share as well. Information that is not the same as mine, but similar, but it has a slightly different energy to it. It has slightly more emphasis on one thing rather than another. What I would like you to know is that sometimes when you are communicating with higher beings, you receive pieces of information from one being and then another piece or pieces from another. And the best way to be is to put all the pieces together to allow different areas of life to be lit up by different beings according to their knowledge and expertise. I would like you to all be open to receiving information from many different places. And when I say this, I mean the same vibration, places that have the same vibration as each other, the light, the oneness. But be prepared to be putting pieces of information together and coming up with your own perspective. Because what I see in this day and age is that many people have knowledge and their piece of truth and understanding. And if you are open to listening to them, you are able to get the bigger picture. What we are trying to do is give you information very quickly. So when this channel is speaking, I will cover many different topics, but in a way that is very succinct, that gives you an overview. However, there are different people who are incarnate on earth, and also different beings of light who are communicating to you directly, who have even greater knowledge, who can give you more understanding about the pieces of information I give you, who can, in one way or another, help you understand things on an even deeper level. So, according to your area of interest in life, you are able to go deeper into absolutely anything that I express my point of view on and other angels express their point of view on. I also would like you to know that because of this, I am trying to give you a lot of information very fast so you can then see what captures your attention. Because I would like you all to know that this is the right time for going deeper into life in general, whatever aspect of life you are interested in, whether it is healing and wellness, whether it is learning about what is really going on under the surface, whether it is about some other aspect of life, creativity, whatever it is. I will speak now and share messages, but I have wanted you for a long time to understand this, that every single person who is incarnate on the earth plane has their piece of information, their knowledge that they are communicating. And for a long time, I have wanted people to understand that it is important to be very open to receiving knowledge from each other, because what we do is give an overview, but it is good to learn from people who are on the earth plane, who know a lot about different subjects, because through this you can expand your understanding of things. What I'm really trying to say is that this is a time for greater unity on the planet, where people are coming together and sharing and caring more about each other and learning from each other. So every piece of information that exists needs to come together in one way or another into the oneness, into wholeness within and without. So what I'm trying to say is really be open at this time to learning, to being with people who have information and listening to them. Because believe it or not, there are many people who have had information within for a long time, who have been yearning to share, who will be heard now and seen. And this includes each one of you who are listening to this in this moment. Your time has come to share information, to be who you are, to express everything you know. Nobody will be silencing you, quite the contrary. And I would like all of you to be prepared for this. In fact, I will go as far as to say that because of this new time, it is important to establish yourselves in full unity within, so you have no hindrances within to allowing the flow of life within you, because in this way you will be able to go forwards and do your life work unhindered. I also would like you to know that there is a lot of creativity that is being unleashed, and that is people are finally discovering that they have gifts and talents that they have not fully nurtured in this lifetime because of other commitments. And as those commitments fade away, they are feeling that they can really embrace their creativity, do what they love, and through this, there will be greater harmony and balance on earth. Creativity will be nurtured from now onwards. Life is really changing. And I will go as far as to say that there will be so much creativity that people will feel nourished by it on very deep levels in their everyday lives. They will start to notice that more and more small businesses come into being and flourish on earth, and there will be things sold been seen before. They will be so creative and intricate. You will find that eventually something will come to an end, and that is mass produced goods which do not really have anything about them which is of the light of oneness. Sometimes, when there are a lot of things produced in one go, what tends to happen is that it becomes very material, not about the final product, not about being creative and expressing the spirit through what is made, but rather simply to have objects that can be sold at high prices and make material gain. What I would like you to know is that something is going to change, and things will be different in the near future. Things will be more locally produced. You will find that as a result of what has happened of late, there will be less trade, general international trade, because people will feel that they have to have their needs met more locally because some things are not going to be readily available anymore because of problems with getting things delivered from afar. What I will say is this will lead to the rise of local businesses, which will be a good thing. People will generally do things more locally for another reason, and that is because people are feeling the need to interact with each other and they find it enjoyable to trade between themselves. I would like you to know that locally you have what you need. Believe it or not, there is such a thing in life as generally being in the right place at the right time. And when you are, you will find that your greatest needs are in one way or another met locally rather than elsewhere. And it is because of earth energies. So wherever you have located, the earth energies will be right for you, providing you are in the right place at the right time, which generally is the case. And so, therefore, the people who live in the area with you are tuning to the same earth energies. And so, what is expressed through them will be right for you because it will be a match to your earth energies in that moment. What I'm trying to say is that it really is good to try to be open to the people around you because you will be surprised at how many of your needs can be met by people who live in close proximity to you rather than afar. I also would like you to know that because of this, I sometimes say to people, try to be the best that you can on an everyday level. And what I mean by this is that don't simply save the best of who you are for other places, other people, and believe people who are in your everyday life do not matter so much. Remember that when you are going about your day to day business, whatever it is you are doing, whether you are shopping in a supermarket or simply out and about, you are able to meet amazing people who can have a tremendous impact on your life. Be open to who is around you on an everyday level. It is good to have friends, family who are elsewhere and keep in touch with them and be with them when you can. But at the moment, it is not really that easy to see people who are living far away. It is not so easy, perhaps impossible for some of you. And so the people you have in your day to day lives are living in close proximity. So be open to what is here for you now and see what happens, see what magic unfolds. And you may find that over time that most of your friends are living very close to you because this is what needs to happen. People are starting to create their own communities around them. If there was not one before, something is really changing for the better. And through this, you will find that your needs are met, that you feel happier, that you feel more grounded on earth. I also would like you to know that when you are feeling that there is nothing there for you, it is always an expression of something that is within you. It can be that you are attuning to another life. It can be that what you are tuning to is a part of yourself when you were younger as a child. I would like you to work through these issues and come back to balance within, and then see what happens around you. I also would like you to know that there is no such thing as having harmony in your life without going within and finding that within yourself. If you are not able to do this, remember that it is because there may be something that is very traumatic in the way, some deep trauma that you have, that you are struggling with. And in such cases, I would highly recommend that you consult experts to help you work through this. I also would like you to know that there is no such thing as having chemistry between you and another person without having an authentic connection to your inner being. And what I mean by this is that true chemistry is the result of you interacting with others from an authentic place. And when I say authentic, I mean that it is a reflection of your inner being, your innermost feelings, desires, your true self. And when you have a connection to your inner being, which is an awareness of what you really feel, what is really going on inside, when you have this, and it is very authentic, clear, with no distortions going on, you can be with others in the same energy. And then there is a lot of energy between you when you are both in this state. And amazing things can happen, life changing things, because authentic connection is the key to you having your true needs met. Also, having your desires in one way or another manifest. Authentic connection is what determines how satisfied you will feel with your relationships. It is good for you to know that when there are things in the way of connecting authentically, it is always a sign that there is something to be worked on within you. And then you may find that that person you may be struggling with or people will either come closer or leave your life, depending on how far they are able to go within themselves to meet you where you are once you have gone within. I would also like you to know that there is a lot of negativity around at the moment. And sometimes when you are with people, you see that it is not possible to go deeper with them. In such cases, let go and see what happens over time. I would like to share more messages. What I'm doing in this live stream is sharing messages about many different subjects so that you can choose what you go into more deeply. I would like to share that it is important for you at the moment to take time for yourselves, to use your time to do what you want to do, whatever that is, to not compromise with other people. And so sometimes this will mean less time on technology and more time creating things that you are enjoying doing. Or sometimes it will mean more time talking to people on technology and less time doing household chores. But whatever is in your higher mind to be expressed will get expressed at this time. You will find that your higher mind will stimulate you to do whatever it is you need to embrace whatever it is you are here to express in this incarnation. It is not the time for waiting anymore. It really is the time for being who you are on earth. I have a few more messages. I would like to share that sometimes it is not really possible to be with people for long periods of time because they are changing and you are changing. So, as a result of this, have quality time with people who are around you in your life. But do not force yourself to be with people when you do not feel like it, because it is a time for you becoming who you are. I would like to also share that some of you here are in need of some serious dietary changes. It is important to look at how you eat, what you eat, when you eat, to be aware that everything you put inside you has an impact on you. Be aware of this, and by creating a good diet, you are able to have a good foundation for the rest of your life. Because when you eat well and eat the right things for your body, you automatically become stronger in your ability to be who you are on earth. I would like some of you to focus on this. Finally, I would like to say that there is a lot going on in all of you. Some of you here have had many lifetimes where you have felt restricted by others, upset a lot by people in your life, unable to be yourself for several different reasons. I would like you to know that for those of you who this applies to, remember to keep asking yourself what is holding you back from who you are in this moment. And you may notice that there are some themes which are being expressed in your life, had in other lives. And as you identify themes, ask for them to clear. For example, some of you may feel that you struggle to be yourself because you feel some restriction on your behavior by others. You feel that there is something that restricts you. Others have internal problems. Their energy does not flow so well, and that is because there is trauma in their body. And this can even be from other lives, trauma that has been created in this life, but it is because you have had the same in other lives. And finally, there will be some of you who have commitments in your everyday life that stop you from doing what you would really like to be doing. And for those of you, again, it is important to identify the themes and ask for them to clear through you. I have nothing else to share, but I will give you some messages for the week ahead. Remember to stay in your own flow. Remember to do what you love. Remember that you do not have to do anything that you do not want to. Remember to identify themes as they are coming up in you. And finally, remember that it is really the time for embracing your dreams and desires and going for it. Even if that is just to make a small start, do something small towards your goal. It is enough. I have no more messages. That is all. Thank you for listening, everyone. And and please feel free to share this with people if you have a strong feeling, to sort of share with particular people. And also, I do these live streams every week. If you want to listen to the next one, subscribe to the channel, and then you'll get and press the bell button, and then you'll get a notification to say when the next one is. And also I'll be posting other videos as well. And yeah, thanks a lot for listening, and feel free to comment in the comment section, because I love getting comments, and it's really nice to hear how you found this. And thank you.